About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Okay, over here. Switch gears, switch gears.
Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Inside. 30. Watch out. Hey, Haywood. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, watch the lane. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Mike. Check, 47.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Watch the slant. Yeah, Liz. 23 is the mic. Hey, let's get some pay. Wahoo. Some penetration. Inside. Check.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, 88. 43's the mic. Hey, Zoo.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Delta.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Hey, Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 60 or. Hey, tight down. There you go. 44 to Mike. 44. Smooth.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twist.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Come on, fellas.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, cross, 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, exit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 150. Watch the shit. Hey, high 7.
Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
44, Mike, 44. Come. Back north. He's coming. Double up. Here, Mike. Coming, double up.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Come on, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check 3.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, Echo. Mike's 43.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Keep it up, guys. Spy, Pilot, 64, Rick. Spy.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, lock it. Check 31. Check 31. Shoot.
On second down now. It's Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Looking to throw. Boyle looking deep. It's caught at the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back on your west. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Buzz. Ready?
Back to throw. Boyle. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. 50. Inside. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Kelvin Benjamin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Any weapon. 52.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say, late in the game, you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it, it can be picked off and returned for a touchdown. And boy, what a dramatic turn of events that would be.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
With it is Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Check nickel.
From the 27, Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
43's the mic. I got shoot. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Record. Hey. Right now, you got 58. 58.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
43 in the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a hey, wahoo. It's going to be a gun. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Come on, D. Check it back. We are going. He get.
On first down, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. He don't know no better.
2nd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Out. Check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Let's go. 70, Indy. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 5.
Back to throw now on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Go. Hey, Zoo. Who's that? Mike, 55. Zoo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
We got this.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Max 43. Here we go. Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Kill. Hey, watch that. Check. Loco over here. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Box it. Mike's 47. 30. Exit.
To throw is Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. This is taken at the 18. Shelling through the defense. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Go! Here we go, D. All day, defense. Defense.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bravo! Get it!
2nd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.